Good morning, all you wonderful members and subscribers and patrons. Bless you, little cottons. Now, maybe I didn't make myself clear. It's a beautiful day in Naga again, but it's gonna rain at some point. Look, guys, I'm done with the sugarcoating again. Naga, the Philippines in general, is a beautiful place to visit or to live, retire, whatever. But what I can't understand, and bearing in mind, like I say at the end of all my videos now, I'm going to say it, you know, I'm not smarter than you, I've just screwed up more than you probably will. But hopefully videos like this will make you screw up less. What I can't understand, which is one of the things I didn't do, I would not even dream of doing, is foreigners, for one reason or another, whether they're still working, whether they've still got family ties or whatever it is, they get on the internet, they're lonely, they're invisible, and they go onto a dating site, and eventually they stumble on a Philippines dating site. Some guys look on the religious sites as well for a girl that's hopefully, you know, got the right mindset, etc. But to go on a website, start talking to one of these young girls, which there's plenty of them all around the Philippines. These girls mostly are desperate. They've been in poverty most of their lives and they're desperate to get out of it. Especially young girls that have made mistakes and ended up with a child. Now, I'm not saying a child's a mistake. No, you know, I'm going to stop saying that. You should know I don't mean anything bad. So they go on these sites, and after a little while they're telling you how much they love you and that on a video call. And of course, once they start being sweet, which they are, these girls can be sweet as anything, then you know, your wallet starts to get very open, and you know, you start saying, well, I've got enough money, I can help them out. How did they manage before they met you? You know, you should not send these girls money. You should not wait a year, 2 years, 3 years before you meet them for a week and then get engaged. You should not talk about buying them property and all that, because that just emboldens them to be nice and to, you know, get as much as they can. Now, I'm not saying there's not bad foreigners. There is, right? I'm not trying to pull Filipinas down. There's some wonderful Filipinas, if you get the right one, if you take your time and get the right one. I mean, come on, guys. Let's say this has been prompted, by the way, because of the last video I did. It wasn't very good, I apologize. There was a lot of noise. There's elections going off, that's what this noise is in the background. There was a lot of really disrespectful comments, which I don't care anymore, because obviously they never see the light of day, and I just block them because obviously they're not subscribed if they're going to send a nasty comment. And it's like, whoa, what do you know, is it? Well, I know something now. I've got the receipts now. I've got guys that's sent me their stories because I'm a blogger. I know a lot of girls around here now, a lot better than I knew then, and it's all down to the same thing. Let's say you're sending them money online, right? Do an experiment. Tell them you can't send them money anymore. See how the atmosphere will change, and it will change. Now, like I said before, and I don't mean any disrespect to you if this is you, but if you're really old, overweight like I used to be, I mean, I was just gross. If you're old, overweight, very unattractive, and a young girl starts to see you, what do you think that is for? What do you think will happen if, like I said before, if your compass mentis, your brain's working, you can get about? What happens when you can't and you've married this girl? Because I guarantee you, whether she's your girl, well, God forbid you buy your girlfriend land in a house, or a house that's already built. Don't do it. Look, they're looking for commitment. And once you commit, you're going to see a totally different attitude to the one they were giving you before you committed. They've got you by the short and curlies because you haven't got the kind of options they've got anymore. Because you've spent a few million on land, building a house, all the rest of it, you probably can't start again. Yeah, you might have a decent pension, but you're not going to be able to live with yourself when you have to leave all that behind. I'll give you a couple of examples. 2 Americans married, blew all the money, they sold up houses, stuff, blew all the money on the girls, and then all of a sudden, for some reason, the houses are in their name, the lands are in their name, the land's in their name, and all of a sudden they don't want it. Because they're thinking, hold on a minute, I could get somebody younger and, you know, nearer my age and all the rest of it. That's what happens. It's what happens. Not all the time. You know, there's guys I know, they're probably watching this video now thinking, oh, come on, Chris, do something positive, and I will. They've got good relationships. I could mention one, but I'll not mention any names that I know really quite well. Not met him or his wife, but I know them quite well, and they've been together a few years. I know a few like that. But there's not a massive age gap. Plus they've met the girls when they've been younger. I think one of them met in his 40s. I met my wife in my 50s. Now, she's not the young girl I met anymore, and I'm not the younger guy she met anymore. You've got to engage your brain cells, guys. Again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. If I say the wrong things, what can I say? Sue me. Or you've never got to allow them to control your finances. Never. Doesn't matter how better they are with money, that's rubbish. How did you get to where you are today? And another thing, while I think of it, sorry, I go from one thing to another. Whether you're from the UK or you're from the US, would you go online with somebody from a woman from the UK, girl, whatever from the UK, US, start sending them money before you even met them? Would you do that? No, of course you wouldn't. Would you meet them for a week and propose to them? No, of course you wouldn't. Would you buy them property? Of course you wouldn't. Would you allow them to control your finances? Of course you wouldn't. So what's different to you coming to an Asian country, not just the Philippines, anywhere in Asia? What is the difference? Don't forget, guys, once you marry them, you've got less rights than in the West, and in the West we've got nothing. As you know, the women always seem to come out on top, but here it's worse. And once you marry them, trying to get an annulment is very, very expensive. You know, you could go back to your own country, whatever, get a divorce, come back with the divorce papers, go to the court to get them to recognize them divorce papers. But again, it costs a lot of money. So my advice to you is, the advice I've already given you, don't do it. And if you insist on getting married, marry outside the Philippines. Just jump on a cheap flight somewhere to a different country, get married, and then come back. So when you've you know, learned everything you need to learn, you can go with another Asian woman, I'm not saying the Philippines, and not make them mistakes again. I'm lucky in regards, I didn't and still don't have any money until my pension. But you know what? I'll be 100, I'm always honest, too honest for my own good. It loses me subscribers, it loses me support, it loses me everything. Every time I make a video like this, whatever support I've got, I lose it. Not all of it, but some people are bad enough and they go, oh, you're too negative. No, I'm being realistic, positive, and I'm telling you so you don't make the same mistakes and you don't walk away losing your shirt, because that's what's going to happen. Now, again, I was lucky. I come to the Philippines with a very, very low budget, and I'm married, and with me being ill and the flood and everything and everything going down the tubes, things is even worse. But I'm managing. And if I had to go back to the UK tomorrow, what have I lost? Nothing, because everything was ruined in the flood. There's nothing apart from the laptop that I was generously given. I've got nothing to lose like some of you guys. And again, if I'd have come to the Philippines and had a load of money, I'd have made the same mistakes I'm telling you not to make. I'd have bought land, I'd have bought a house, or bought a house with land. I'd have had the 4x4 Raptor. I'd love a Raptor, but they're very expensive, and the costs of maintaining them are very expensive. But I had to say it, guys, because of the nearly 15 negative comments I had. That was, again, very disrespectful. You can make a comment and say you disagree with this, that and the other if it's, you know, respectful. I don't care. I'll put it on, let other people read it. But if it's disrespectful, you'll be blocked straight away. I'm done, you know, worrying about what other people think and this, that and the other. I just want to give solid advice. And again, guys, I'll leave the video there because I'm rambling on, and I need to go and get a light switch because the floods ruined everything and the sockets are going, the light switches are going. I'm replacing stuff little bit at a time, but I'm not renewing anything. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. The place has dropped to bits. I've got to get a light switch and something else I forgot, which I think after this I'll remember. So guys, please forgive me if I've come across a little bit whatever, but I'm doing it because I love you guys. I really do. You know, a lot of these channels say it, but I really do. I appreciate the support and everything. Some people like these type of videos, other people don't. You know, you'll get people that'll watch a video and think, oh, it's great, and then you'll do a not so good video and then you unsubscribe. I mean, I'm subscribed to loads of channels that I don't even remember being subscribed to. But anyway, it costs you nothing to subscribe. Hit that like button, hit the notification bell, and never forget, guys, it's not because I'm smarter than you, it's because I've screwed up a lot more than you probably will. See you on the next video. Oh, you gotta remember, guys, he's not giving you advice because he's smarter than you. He's giving you advice because he's a bloody idiot.